Welcome back to the YouTube channel LearnRHEL, LearnRHEL. But you probably already know that because you're on this YouTube channel. This channel is dedicated to helping administrators that are juniors and senior administrators that need to develop a skill, specifically associated with Red Hat Enterprise Linux variants, such as ALMA Linux, Rocky Linux, CentOS Stream, and so on. You may actually get something out of this channel, even if you're running Ubuntu or a Debian variant, something like that. But the target audience for this channel is the RHEL variants. All right, so this particular video is going to be about the concepts associated with audit. Audit-D specifically, not the extraneous features that will help you do other things, but audit and audit only. So this is going to be an overview video. There are four major components I'm going to talk about. There is the var log audit directory that has the audit logs in them. I'll show you here. As you can see, this is the directory, and actually I will make the text a little bit bigger. There we go. So now we can see that we're in the var log audit directory, and in there we have presently 11 audit.log files. These are rolled audit log files that had been previously copied out of the way, and in about 17 minutes or so, this particular log file, audit.log, will get rolled as well. In fact, more specifically, everything will be incremented by a value of 1. So 1 will be turned to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9 to 10, and then 10 will be turned to 11. This log file is rolled through, is controllable to be rolled either based on size or based on time of day. In my case, I want to cover in this particular video that that particular feature, which is the AUDITD.cron script. But let me get over more details. The four components are going to be the log files that you use to review and see what's happened on your system, the configuration that controls how the daemon is expected to behave, which is configured in the audit.d.conf file. That's located in the etc audit directory. And then the rules file, which you would think by looking at my screen that this is your rules file, but this is really not the rules file of concern what you're trying to load up. This is a result of what got loaded up into memory, was successfully loaded, and then was stored in this file to tell you what rules were actually loaded. If you want to know where the rules are actually stored that you want to load, they're candidate rules, let's call them that. They're actually stored in the rules.d directory. There is a WAP file in here. Not sure why, I'll have to take a look at that. And then I created a unified.rules. In one of the future videos that I'm going to make after this one is created, I'm going to go over how to put rules in, where to get them for samples. They're actually built right into the actual operating system where you can get a copy of them. And then how you can load them in either as individual files or do what I suggest. Again, it will be covered in a later video where you aggregate them, all of the rules into a single unified rule set. The name of the file is not important, but it has to end in .rules, I believe. I've never checked trying to use a different file name. And then there's that. Okay. So then the fourth component is actually the audit.d.cron. And one of the things you want to do is you have to configure a cron job to execute the audit.d.cron script. Well, if you remember from our previous videos on my channel, you can run the cron tab-l command, and that's where I am presently executing the audit.d.cron script from in terms of the cron job. I run it at midnight every day of every month, no matter what day of the week it is, and I execute this script. This is an actual shell script, and we can cat that out. So user local sbin audit.d.cron, and this is what is actually being executed at midnight. There's some commands built in to basically rotate the audit.d file and then check the result, and if so, send a statement into the var log messages file with the facility set to audit.d. Okay, so we've covered the things. The four components again are the audit rules in here, the audit.d.conf, which we'll show you again in another video, but basically these are the control parameters for how the audit daemon is expected to behave in conjunction with the rules. Then we have the var log audit directory and the files that are created when certain events happen on the system that are going to trigger the recording of an event into the audit.log. And then finally, the one we were just talking about where we go into user local espen. The script doesn't exist there on its own. You have to copy it there and create a cron job pointing to this particular path. Okay? And of course, you want to make it executable because it's being executed directly as a script. And that's it. Appreciate your time, and we'll let you go.